Hey there, I'm Brittany Schroeder, and business and marketing are my jam. I'm here to walk you step by step through this crazy thing we call business. I'm a small town girl, chocolate eating, Diet Coke drinking mom, marketing guru, automation Jedi, and all around good time. This is your weekly dose of all things business and life, sprinkled with some fun. This is the Redefine Business Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Redefine Business Podcast. I hope your summer is going well and you are enjoying the nice weather and relaxing with your kids, with your partner, whoever it may be, but you're really enjoying the summer and taking it all in. Personally, I've been having some motivation issues because sometimes I just don't want to work. I have a 16-year-old daughter, and so I just want to hang out with her. So I'm having some issues staying on track with my business. So I thought that this episode would help you out a little bit because this is where I'm at right now. But before I jump into this episode, I wanted to tell you about an upcoming training that I'm having on June 24th, which is a Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that is coming up in a few weeks. So the training is going to be the automation blueprint for businesses. With that being said, let's jump into this podcast. Why business automations are the MVP of my summer. So if you're anything like me, your business is your baby, but also so is your actual family and your sanity, right? Which is why automations have become my favorite employees. They don't sleep, they don't call in sick, and they never ask for a raise, right? So automations are a game changer for sure. So automating parts of my business has been one of the best, smartest things I have ever done, not just for efficiency, but for freedom and flexibility. As a busy entrepreneur, I've learned that automations, they don't replace me personally and the magic that I bring or the personalization, but they actually just help amplify it. They help my business to be successful and to run smoothly. So let's break it down. Why are automations so dang important? And what exactly can you automate without your business turning into a robot? Because we don't want it to be not personal, right? We want it to stay true to your brand and who you are, right? And authentic. So why automations matter more than ever. In case you need convincing, here is why you do need automations. The very first one is time is your most valuable asset. Automations, they buy you back the time that you've been spending on repetitive tasks. You can focus on things only you can do, like creating content, connecting, and closing sales. So think about it. There are certain parts in your business that only you can do. You are the face of your business, right? So I can't delegate or automate a relationship, meeting people, the networking. I can't delegate me being on social media. I can't delegate talking to clients. These are things that I have to do. But there are things in my business like sending emails and sending invoices and just different things in my business that I don't need to do, that I can automate, right? So when I can automate some of those things, it gives me back time and I have more time to grow my business, and that helps me move the needle in my business more. So, okay, the next thing the automations do is they make you look like you have got your you-know-what together. So your leads don't need to know that you're replying to DMs or emails in your pajamas, and your house might be totally trashed, but automations help create a smooth, professional customer experience from first touch to final sell. So they help you look like you have got it together, and they're prompt and they're on time and they're professional. So that's another benefit, right? Okay, number 3, they don't forget. Unlike us scattered brain humans, automations, they don't drop the ball. They send every email, deliver every freebie, and they follow up on time and really prompt, right? So those are 3 major things why automations really help your business. I say a lot of times that there's 2, and I'm sorry, this is a broken record because I've said this a million times, but there's 2 reasons why small businesses fail. The first one is they don't grow fast enough, and the other one is they grow too fast. When you go too fast and then you don't have these systems and automations, then you lose the integrity of your business because things are dropping through the cracks and you're just, you're not communicating. And that's so important when you are a business owner. Okay. The core automations that every business needs. I'm going to give you some of my favorites, and there is a million. And what I have learned with working with a ton of different clients and a ton of different programs, there's so many programs out there that have these automations that people just are not aware of. They don't realize that they have these tools that they're already paying for. So it really pays to understand what automations you can have and how you can integrate and implement them into your business. So now I know automation can sound a little techie and it can be intimidating, but it really comes down to this: setting up systems once, and then they run over and over and over again without you. And that's what I do. That's the majority of what I do when I'm working with one-on-one clients is I'm helping them set up these systems and automations, and it's a one and done. So sometimes I teach them how to do it. Sometimes I just do it for them, but we have these systems, and time is money. And I save my clients so much time. They didn't realize how much time they were spending until these parts of their business were automated. So let's talk about some of the things that I recommend that every online business owner have in place. The first one is lead magnet delivery automation. You know, that freebie you work so hard on, remember? Whether it's a checklist, an ebook, a mini course, you should never be manually emailing it to people. So set up a landing page and an email sequence that automatically delivers your freebie the moment someone signs up. A pro tip is this is also your opportunity to start building trust. So don't just send the freebie. Don't just give it to them and then ghost them. Send a few nurture emails after that to introduce who you are, how you help, and invite them to take the next step. So you want to, again, build that know, like, and trust factor. Okay, number 2 thing that you should have in your business automated is the welcome sequence. Think of this as your virtual handshake. When someone joins your email list, you want them to get to know you. So automate a series of emails that welcomes them. Hey, this is who I am. And on this welcome sequence, I always recommend having a picture just so people have that visual too, right? But you welcome them, then you can send another email and you're sharing your story and your mission or what you do, all the things. And then send another email and you can highlight a few client wins. Then you want to offer something helpful, either free or paid. I usually do free on this one. I feel like it takes a little bit longer. I don't want to be salesy and pitching too quick. So I like to offer a lot of free resources before I offer a paid one. And then another email you can send is invite them to follow you on your different socials or to book a call. So this is what I do is I have an email. It's like, hey, follow me on Instagram. That's kind of my main platform. But I also have one that says, follow me on my Facebook group or join my Facebook group, or hey, here's my podcast, because we really don't know where people consume their content. So we want to kind of let them know, hey, I'm here and here and here, in hopes that you find the way that they like to consume their content, right? So we want to hit all the spots, right? So when you have done this welcome sequence, when you've done it well, it can turn your cold audience or cold subscribers into warm leads, and they'll be ready to buy. If you are nurturing them and you're giving them value and you're building that know, like, and trust factor, it's a win-win. Okay, the next one is abandoned cart emails. If you sell digital products, services, or membership, this one is a must. Did you know that around 70% of people abandon their carts? That I thought that was so interesting because I feel like whenever I'm like on a mission to buy, I buy, but I guess 70% of people don't. And so a simple automation reminds them to come back and maybe sweetens the deal with a bonus or a discount. And this can recover a lot of lost revenue. And it depends on how you deliver your digital products. Like I have Kajabi, but I also have clients that work with Shopify. A lot of these programs have these automations. You just have to turn on the settings and maybe write the emails and just add different things. You might want to add a discount or an order bump or whatever. But a lot of times these are just settings that you just have to turn on and people don't realize it. Okay, the next one is client onboarding workflow. Whether you work with one-on-one clients or you have a group program, a membership, onboarding should be smooth and consistent. Automate the welcome emails. Maybe there's a contract that they need to sign, an intake form, how to schedule a call. You want to add those into this automated workflow because it avoids the back and forth. but it also sets expectations from the get-go. So this is a great place to set boundaries. Hey, these are my hours. This is how you can contact me, all of those different things. So I think there's nothing more frustrating to me when I purchase from somebody or invest in something and then I don't hear from them. I feel like, oh, you took my money and now where did you go? It's crickets. So I think this is a very, very important thing. It's one of the first automations I think you should set up in a business is just that onboarding and educating, whatever it may be. You want to just like communicate with your clients how things are going to go down, right? So bonus points. If you include a little surprise, maybe a video or a digital gift, major bonus. So maybe you want to add like a Starbucks card or an Amazon gift card or something like this, or, just something. I think that just kind of is like the cherry on top. Okay. The next one is sales funnels. Yes. Funnels are automations too. A good funnel, it walks someone through the customer journey from stranger to super fan, right? And this is going to be on autopilot if you set up this automation correctly. It might look like maybe they grab your freebie. It's a freebie opt-in. And then you're going to do the email nurture sequence. You're going to have a series of emails where you're nurturing them, you're building trust, you're giving value, all the things. Then the next one might be like, hey, here's a product or service. Here's my offer. Like, this is how you work with me, or this is what I have. And then another email can be like a sense of urgency. Maybe it's a deadline or a timer or a countdown or something. You can do that sense of urgency, or hey, for a limited time, whatever it may be, but you can create that sense of urgency. And then after that, the sales funnel, you can do a post-purchase follow-up, or you can upsell or downsell them. So once it's built, it works 24/7. And I am telling you right now, there is nothing better than waking up and you have made sales in your sleep. There's nothing better than that. So these sales funnels, if you can get them going and you can get traffic and all the things and they're set up right, you can make money and you can have several of them out there. So whether you're on vacation or maybe you're just like locked in on your summer or mom mode, whatever it may be, your funnel is still turning leads into money. So I love that one. Okay. Post-purchase email flow. So your job isn't done once someone buys from you. Set up a post-purchase automation that, first of all, thanks them for their order. Hey, thank you. I appreciate your business, your support, whatever. Then the next one is it tells them what to expect. So this is similar to your like onboarding of your clients, but this might just be a product. So there's not a lot of high touch, right? But then you're going to deliver the product, or hey, this is how you access it. This is how you log in. Then another thing that I love to do, and I do this on my my one-on-one coaching as well as on my products, is request a testimonial or feedback. So say that you have a digital course or a download or whatever, give it some time, let some time go by, and then ask for a testimonial or feedback. Okay. And then another email that you can do with the post-purchase email flow is offer a related product or an upgrade. So here's an example of an upgrade that I have. I have a course that's called Email Funnel Builders, and I teach people how to build email funnels. I've learned from asking for feedback from people who've taken my course that where they get stuck is the writing of the emails. So this is something that I've added after the fact. One of the upgrades I add is I have a copywriter that will work with them and write the emails for them. So that's an example of an upgrade. So this is how you build long-term relationships, but also repeat customers for sure. Okay, another thing that you can automate in your business is your social media. This one isn't email-based, but it's still pretty awesome when you can have that automation. So there's a bunch of tools out there like Later or Planoly. There's a bunch, but also Meta has some built-in scheduling as well. So you can schedule those in advance. So your Instagram can stay alive while you're off the grid. So I do this a lot of times if I know I'm going to be on vacation. Maybe I have something coming up and I need to talk about it more. I can plan ahead. So that's a good one too. So real talk here though, automation, it lets me slack off sometimes and still get paid. This summer I've been what I like to call professionally chill. I'm working way fewer hours and I'm saying yes to more impromptu hikes and spending the afternoons with my daughter and doing all the things girls do. But here's the thing, my business hasn't really slowed down. While I've been slacking off strategically, of course, my automations have been hustling behind the scenes. And I'm still growing my list. I'm still booking clients. I'm still making sales, all without showing up every single day. And you're going to have different seasons in your life. It might not even be summer. It might be you have family stuff come up, or, you might have something else that you're working on. So it's not just the summer. It is your life. You need to prepare. Building these automations and systems are just so important to scaling and growing your business. So with that being said, again, I'm going to remind you that if you want to learn how to set up some of these automations, and if you're ready to stop trading time for money and build systems that work when you don't, and stop feeling like you're always behind, join me for my free training. It's the Automation Blueprint for Businesses. And it's Tuesday, June 24th at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'll walk you through some of the automations that I use in my business and show you how to set a couple of them up without needing to be a tech wizard. So join me. I'll put that link in the show notes, but join me for that. And let this be the summer that you stop working harder and you start working smarter. I hope you found this helpful, and I will chat with you guys next week. Let's not stop the party here. Head on over to my Instagram or Facebook group, Redefine Your Business, and let me know your thoughts about today's show. I will see you again, same time, same place, next week.